Welcome to the Socialist. I'm John Huxley. Today we will be talking about immigration amidst the housing crisis. My understanding of socialism is it's an economic way other than corporate submission. It's about the common ownership of the means of production. This show is a hobby to try and start some sort of digital democracy with a general goal of nationalizing stuff. We could take the goods and sell them to us at cost and remove profit from the equation. Modern political parties feel like they want to take my money, but not my ideas. This is the opposite of that. Comment your ideas. I hope you enjoy the show. Today's clip comes from Biko Konstantinos. This bloke is an absolute legend. The link is in the description.
Now, high levels of immigration add a massive amount of demand for property, and that's because every person needs a place to live. Even though many Australian commentators say immigration levels have no impact, they're bloody well wrong.
Today, I want to give a socialist perspective on immigration, firstly with respect to housing. I believe that rapid immigration broke a sick and disease-filled housing system. Immigration is not the root cause of the housing emergency. That said, there are two primary factors regarding immigration from a socialist perspective. Firstly, is bad for workers. Immigration's primary function in a capitalist society is to erode workers' bargaining power by making their labour replaceable. Vastly, immigration benefits those with wealth and punishes those without. No matter how immigration happens, it's bad for the workers. If you have unskilled immigration, it lowers the bargaining power of the lowest classes. Skilled migration lowers the bargaining power of all classes. Skilled migration reduces the possibility of upward social mobility and increases the chance of downward social mobility. It's just a more competitive job market. As a socialist, I grade the fairness of our society by a thing called social mobility. It's just how likely you are to change class groups from your parents. In a nutshell, each time a skilled job is filled, that's one spot that one of us should have occupied. There are those out there that would say they are just not qualified. I hear you, but this is just a myth. Long ago, my aunt started as a nurse with no skills. It was an on-the-job training situation. Now, you need a university degree. When the ruling class needs skilled workers and they don't have them, they will lower the bar of who they will accept. Thus, everyone moves up a run in society. Being able to secure with grit and hard work a good life is the core of a fair society, and fighting for social mobility is how we have a fair go society. I feel I should say this has nothing to do with race. If you have just arrived, welcome, no matter where your origin. Now that you are one of us, I am advocating for the upward mobility of your children, not every child on earth. The second and more controversial side of this debate is birth rate. As a socialist, I want to nationalise worker production. If the ruling class need cogs for their machine, then they have to pay us to make them. They cannot import them and undercut our lineage. In the old days, going way back, families would have children to help out on the farm. Then, afterwards, in the golden age of Australian housing, from 45 to 75, they had tax breaks for dependents. If you had a wife and 4 kids, living off your single wage, you pay a massively reduced tax bill. When we changed the tax laws, birth rates became a losing battle, as children became more and more expensive. This brings me to the final and most controversial part of my socialist immigration plan: stay-at-home parents. I believe, as humans, we are most happy when we live closest to our animal roots. I have been a full-time stay-at-home dad for 8 years, and it has been the greatest years of my life. Income earners are looked after and thanked, and stay-at-homes teach and raise kids. If you don't want to do it, that's okay, but we need a society built to support 4 kids one parent and a wage earner if we want big birth rates again. Tax laws need to make this an option. In my view, a simple socialist policy towards immigration is a complete stop to immigration, then change the tax laws to encourage a simple yet comfortable life with 4 kids, a stay-at-home parent, and a single income earner on the average wage. Thank you for watching. I'm John Huxley.